sit down. Get down.
Oh, this is gone. That just came out blazing. As soon as it hit the green, it was never going to stop.
Frank, playing downhill, you always want to take less club. Go ahead and hit the ball a little harder. Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
Okay, good shot on the dance floor. Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. Not in the fairway, but not too bad. Just in that first cut. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Beautiful touch. Nice putt. Could use this one. This is for par. To 1 over par early on in this round. Tough bogey right there, moves to 1 over par. On the tee, ready to go.
That's an absolute beauty.
Headed for the bunker? Well, the tee shot has landed in the bunker. Anything you do differently with your setup?
Just dig my feet into the sand a little bit more, but make sure you focus on the exact spot on the ball you want to hit.
Frank, at this, the highest level, stroke play, really it seems to me to be all about not wasting shots because the margin for error is so razor thin. So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. Let's see if he does it here.
Should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Frank, what about this approach shot here at the second?
It's the severity of the green, Rich. Long hair, and there's a chance that you'd hit your bunker shot or your chip clean off the front. A lot of times, too, the ball will spin back off the front, so you can't even hit the second shot too hard where it might spin too much. The shot literally has to be inch perfect there. Everything from the back of this green goes towards the front and runs off that false front.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Not a gimme, but well within his range. +1 in the early going. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Makes the putt and goes to 1 under. Solid effort and reasonable result to stay at 1 over par. Moving on to the third hole now. Again, it's a par 4 of 428 yards, but you can see the distinctive bunkering on the left, making this, Frank, one of the most famous holes in golf.
It is. The church pews that adorn the left side, they're no fun to be in, that's for sure, because somehow, invariably, you always seem to get behind one of those grass strips behind, and all you're left to do is punch out. Not just that, too, the amount of bunkers on that right side really narrowed that down. Now, this tee shot plays downhill, and then you've got to be ready for that uphill second shot.
Nice long tee shot there and a good lie, Frank. And the tee shot ends up in the bunker. Missed the fairway in the fairway bunker now.
It's not all gloom and doom, though. Lip isn't too high. A good swing here still shouldn't be a problem.
Frank, golf may be the best sport to follow from this standpoint. You can get closer to the great athlete in golf than you can in any other sport. You could stand 5 feet from Tiger Woods at a tee box as he's getting ready to drive. I mean, that's really unusual in sports.
Yeah, it's a different type of spectator sport, especially if you follow your favorite player all the way around the golf course. Because it's not like waiting for your favorite hitter in a baseball game. You know, you've got to wait several innings. You can literally see him hit every single shot, drive through the putt.
Did the smart thing there, Frank. Took his medicine, back out onto the fairway. U.S. Opens are often won with precision irons. Let's see what our player does here on the second at number 3. Well, this one should be safely on deck here. So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot. Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one. Oh, no, look out, Frank. I think he flushed that one.
Oh, this is going, gone.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
Second shot here at the third hole. This one just requires a little bit of focus. So a drop shot here at the third hole, Frank.
Yeah, another putt missed. Really. This is an awkward length.
Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
Oh, hello there. Really nice putt. Trying to grind out a par here. Needs it. -1 in the early going. So, 2 over par for the round. Fourth hole now. Long par 5 at 609 yards.
Oh, if this is up, it's good.
Hold on here a second. She is winding up for me. Big one. Smashed as far as she can hit it.
Huge with a capital H.
Moved it a long ways. Right in the heart of the fairway. Green light special. Well, this is going to be an interesting day. The wind is howling, or as they would say in Scotland, just a wee breeze.
Second shot.
Well, Frank, the wind is really starting to pick up.
You've got to fixate on the direction now. If you get the direction wrong and or mistime one of those gusts, all sorts of problems.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
And it looks like it's in the rough there, Frank.
It might not be as bad as it looks. Got to be careful here. Downhill, he's got to time it good because your weight's a little bit more on your front foot.
This is a good-looking shot. Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Frank, is this reachable from here? Second shot at the fourth hole?
Yeah, it is reachable. If anywhere you're going to miss, though, you want to miss in that sort of flag-high bunker on the left there. That's the easiest place to get it up and down. I'm not talking about missing a green on a par 5 you can reach. But if you miss it high or right, then all of a sudden you have a devilish of a pitch shot.
Frank, anything you do differently from the rough in terms of your swing? Do you hinge the club a little bit more quickly?
No, normally put the ball just a little bit further back in your stance because you want the club to be going down. Down, it's got to go down through the grass, through the ball.
Settles in over the putt.
Frank, I thought that was in. Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knocking him for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it is going to hurt the cause.
Wow, I didn't expect that. So a tester from 4 feet. So into red figures at 1 under. She has this for par. Good stroke right there. That's a par and stays at 1 under. Sitting right now at 2 over par for the round. 2 over for the day. And now the 5th hole, short but challenging par 4, 382 yards, and it obviously rewards precision off the tee, heavily bunkered along the way. Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Frank, this one's offline.
There's rough and thick stuff over there.
In the thick stuff.
Thick? It's brutal out there.
And this attempt will be from about 130 yards.
Now, this is not heading in the right direction.
Well, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. Wow, Frank, he did well just to get it on the green from that lie.
I didn't think that was doable.
Let's see what happens now on this second shot here at the 5th hole at Oakmont. Frank, what do your eyes tell you as you look at this second shot here at the 5th hole at Oakmont?
Well, it's another typical U.S. Open second shot where often you're not looking at the flag. You're trying to pick that section, which is about 7 or 8 yards on the front right of that green. And then you can see what the green will do with it. And if you come in with a shorter club, it'll stop, won't roll as much. A longer club, it will curve around to the left a little more. This is all about finding that spot rather than hitting it at the flag.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point.
Well, we'll never know if that had gone in because it never made it. Now it's that sneaky distance.
Came to the putt excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, little change in the attitude right now. When you've let one go, you've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important that this one goes in.
Frank, you hate to miss it from that distance.
More than a setback there.
Just a couple of feet. That's a par. Stays at +2. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Good roll, solid. That's a par. Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. That's 1 under on the day. Frank, what's the pros' take on the first par 3 here at Oakmont, the 6th, at just under 200 yards?
Oh, it's a real beauty. Very narrow in the front. You can see how it pinches in so close. It starts to widen up, but even to try and carry that bunker on the right side, there's very few players in the world that could hit it that high and manage to stop the ball in that corner. Once again, you're trying to thread it through that avenue at the front of this green. It's a tough par 3.
Don't want to miss it right here.
No. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green. And it was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
Good testing shot here from 200 yards to the flagstick. Played that one on the commercial side, as they say in the professional game, inside 30 feet.
Yeah, 27 feet to be precise, but to make it from there, that's asking for a bit. Frank made this hole just a little bit harder, hitting it into the rough. I would say a lot harder. Remember, out of the rough, expect the ball to jump forward a little bit.
Getting set now over the putt. That may have been a bit too much to ask for there, that distance putt, Frank.
Yeah, it's fine to be greedy before you hit the putt, but after you've hit it, 2 from that distance is fine.
Frank, these days golfers are training like high-level athletes from other sports. Rory McIlroy, for example, has been using a guy by the name of Steve McGregor, who happened to be the trainer for the New York Knicks of the NBA.
And part of his training now is high altitude. The majority of the medal holders, for example, in the Olympics, or medal winners in the Olympics, actually use high altitude training. You know, you can develop more red blood cells in a shorter period of time. But, you know, golf, we've had so many different types of training from the athlete side. But you go back to the old days of Henry Cotton beating an old tire. Vijay Singh picked up on that. Or even the rhythm of Sam Snead. He used to count in the rhythm. It was 1, 2, 3. It was 1 at the top of the swing, 2 at impact, and 3 at the follow through. All those things are still very valid today.
Now, that's a bit disappointing.
I guarantee you, though, she thought she had that one.
Just 5 feet left. Solid par to remain 1 under. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Good work right there. He'll settle for par. So with that, the score is now at even par. Par 4-7, 434 yards.
extra.
But this one has a chance to be really good. Frank, I think what sets golf apart from other sports is that the fan can get so close to the great athlete as the round is being played.
Yeah, well, that's why the sport itself, and we consider it more intimate for that reason. Most golf spectators play the game. Whereas other sports, you don't see NFL players sitting in the grandstand. You see spectators, but most golf fans are golfers.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Well, too bad, Frank. That one rolled right off the green.
It was just coming out so hot.
Frank, what's the player looking at here with the approach shot at the par 4 7th?
The second part of the second shot just goes a little bit downhill, and once again you see that little ski slope look just short of that green. It means you really have to pitch the ball on the front third of the green. Anything further than that, you risk the ball running left into those bunkers.
Frank, obviously way too much club there.
You got to think something like that, or at least misread the wind. This is never going to sit down.
Frank, what does this second shot look like at the par 4 7th?
Well, normally on any other golf course, you'd say you've got enough green there to work with. But remember, in a US Open, with the firmness and the speed of these greens, if this ball is slightly offline, it's just going to funnel into one of those two bunkers on the right or that one in the back right. This is why you have to respect the middle of this green.
Those greens about as fast as that Pennsylvania Turnpike to the right of the 7th here. Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. And setting up here in the rough.
No snack, though.
That is a painful bogey at the 7th hole. Locked in on the read and the speed. Oh, I thought he had that. Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knock it in for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it's going to hurt the course.
Good putt, and now 1 under par. Two over for the day. So just a formality here. So with that, 1 over par. We're at the 8th at Oakmont, a famous hole. And Frank, it's not often we say of a par 3 that it is a beast, but the 8th at Oakmont is just that.
Yeah, you can imagine a 300-yard par 3 to a flat green. That would be hard enough. But imagine a 300-yard par 3 at a U.S. Open to a green that goes up at the front and then crowns at the top and then slips away at both sides. That's the 8th.
And the tee shot ends up in the bunker. Just a bit offline and into the bunker. Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
Digs in, ready for the bunker shot.
Yeah, second shot here. Just try and aim a little bit behind that ball, an inch or two.
Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
So a long putt there and just didn't read it quite right. Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3.
And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. What a putt. Just missed, Frank.
That's cruel.
These putts keep the round together.
How did that not go in?
Well, that's disappointing. He misses the par putt, and he'll have this for bogey. And getting ready for the putt. Man,
I just pushed it.
well, that hurts. Just a couple of feet. So, 2 over par for the round. And that's a bogey. Just a little tap in here. Continues to roll the ball very well. Here we are at the 9th, par 4, 477 yards. Frank, this is a rugged hole.
It is. It used to be a par 5. Some say it should still be a par 5. Long, straight hole, runs alongside the first hole there. Bunkers left and right. And, of course, if you find the rough, the remnants of what it used to be a par 5 is that nice little cross bunker in the middle of the fairway, which forces you to lay up.
Just a good solid tee shot right there, about 280 yards. Really powering up here. Frank, it's always fun at a U.S. Open when you have a shot that could be described as not only tough but quirky, and I think this would fit the bill.
It is, because the green really was built for a par 5, and when you look at the size of it, you can say, well, why would a green that big be built for a par 5? Well, half of it really is unusual because it's a practice putting green, but it has hole locations like just over the bunker on the right that really designed for a par 5. So as a par 4, somehow, if you can thread it through that gap and take 2 putts, this is one of the harder greens to putt on too. This is a stout par 4 to finish the front 9.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Chance to close out the front side here with a birdie. This is a testing approach shot, isn't it, Frank, at the ninth?
It is, Rich. The green actually might look big, and the reason why it looks big is actually that's part of the practice putting green, which is on the back of that. And the reason why I know that is because I've actually had to putt in a championship while other people were warming up to go off later on. So big green it might look, it plays small. And it is anything other than flat.
You'll need to catch this solid 190 yards away. This has not been a great round as we head toward the finishing stretch here. You can tell the winds have really affected the shots out on the course. Let's see if they can muster something coming to the finish line. Oh, no, look out, Frank. I think he flushed that one.
Oh, this is going, gone.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
This is a cross-country special. That's as bad as I have seen. Folks, that one is now on the fringe. All right, Frank, just on the fringe. He might be thinking about making this.
He's a better chipper than you, Rich.
This is a really long putt. Difficult birdie opportunity. Ooh, almost fell. Just a few inches from dropping.
Sometimes the game just isn't fair.
A good 29-foot putt here. You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. This one just requires a little bit of focus.
It's amazing. Doesn't matter how close it goes. It's an extra shot. That one will definitely hurt.
No doubt would love to have this one back. That's a double bogey, 2 drop shots. Has this to save par. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Just a tap in to finish the hole. Did the job right there. Take a look now at the 10th hole, Frank. Par 4, 462 yards.
Yeah, this one can play a lot of different distances. And the reason why is if you can sneak a driver to catch the downslope, it can run all the way down. You can have just a wedge in here. If you're not as fortunate and you leave it hanging up on that hill, it plays a good 200 yards for your second.
Excellent looking shot here. That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
In the fairway here at the 10th, nice way to start off the back 9.
Well, when he goes after it like he is here,
looks to be putting everything into this one. Just destroyed it. Not the best shot, this one in the rough, but still will have a play from there. Frank, what makes this downhill shot a little trickier in terms of club selection and setup?
because of the nature of the downhill, that ball's just going to come out a little lower. So you've got to take that into consideration. It might run a little more on the back end.
Oh, it looked like he caught a flyer right there, Frank.
Well, I don't know what he caught, but this is way too much.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
Frank, it looks simple enough, this approach shot to the 10th hole, but it can be tricky. Why?
Just the general terrain or slope of this green. Everything slopes from the front right of this green to the back left. So not only do you get huge breaking putts here, but it's so difficult with a long club to keep that second shot on the green.
Shot now from the rough. Frank, what's he facing?
Well, the lie first and foremost. If it's sitting down, then obviously you're not going to get a very good contact. Nothing wrong with coming up a little bit short of the green. Problem is turning one mistake into another.
Good swing, good shot yet again. This is a long putt. Really, the key is the speed. If it drops, that's a bonus. Pretty good stroke right there, just to hit it through the break.
It's a sort of distance. If it goes in, it's a bonus.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Wow, I thought that was in. This is a 9-footer. How does that stay out?
I have no earthly idea. That's cruel, that. Hole's round. Ball's meant to go in.
Wow, he needed that, Frank, in the worst way.
Interesting to see what's ahead from now, whether that was just a flash in the pan or the start of something good.
So he has that for bogey. I can't help but think that the double bogey back on the 9th hole, it appears, has taken him right out of his game. So they'll tap in. Steady as she goes, another par, and still even for the round. Moving on to the 11th hole here at Oakmont, par 4, 379 yards.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. And the tee shot ends up in the bunker. Frank, just a slight miss off the tee. He's in the fairway bunker.
Yeah, just really got to pick the right club once again. Sometimes you take a little bit more club out of the fairway bunker, choke down.
His second shot. Given the choice, most players would rather play from the green grass versus the white sand.
Yeah, there was no advantage to try and take that much more out of that fairway bunker. Couldn't reach the green. It's a smart play. This looks like it's going to find the target.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
This one will play a little bit longer. It's up the hill to that green. Frank, as we look at the approach shot here to the short par 4 11th, you think this is a good example of how you have to be precise in order to win a U.S. Open? Just explain.
A lot of times you're looking at a hole, how you're going to play it 4 times in a row. So it's where you would land that second shot. So if the second shot is played too aggressively and lands in the back half of the green, chances are it will not stay. So therefore you're having to move that landing spot closer and closer to the front. And then you've got to try and play to that spot for 4 straight days. And then hopefully the flag's in a position where you can putt at birdie maybe a couple of those. You're just narrowing down the odds for a U.S. Open.
Little bit of a misread there.
Yeah, it was makeable, that's for sure.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Well, Frank, it's our job to get excited.
You can't when you leave it short, though.
I'm sad.
He's making my job hard.
Good chance here. That's a step in the right direction. Makes the putt and makes the move to 3 over. Now at 1 under for the round. This would be a good time to reverse the slide. 5 over par on the day. We are at the par 5 12th here at Oakmont. This is a big par 5 at 667 yards. This is when the game is fun, Frank, when you get one high in the air and you have a down breeze and you just watch it stays in the air forever.
Yeah, the hang time on that.
Pulverize that golf ball.
Long and straight.
That's how you do it. There are a number of really good and important grow the game initiatives out there. One of those is the First Tee program, and that allows youngsters who otherwise might not have an opportunity, the chance to put a golf club in their hands, allows them the chance to pick up this game and learn some of the core values that come along with it. It's about much more than making a score. It's about integrity. It is about responsibility, values like that. And this game is so good in instilling those kind of characteristics in young people. Oh, come on, that's not even human. That's ridiculous. That is 350 plus yards. Good lie in the fairway, but a good chance to make something happen here. Crucial eagle attempt on the way. Looks like he's going to have a go at it here at the par 5, his second shot. Well, this one is offline just a bit. Look out. You know, that one is going to end up in the rough. Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up.
Second shot.
He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time. And setting up here in the rough. Frank, this one looks like it might have a postage stamp on it. Airmail City.
Yeah, lick it. Send it.
Frank, he has to be scratching his head as he reaches for a sand wedge or a gap wedge for his next shot.
Well, you know the FedEx Cup, Rich. I mean, you're meant to get there by 10:30 tomorrow. That thing's still going. Needs a pair of binoculars to see the hole. Speed wasn't bad on that long putt, but the read wasn't very good. Getting set now over the putt.
Good stroke, just didn't get it to fall. He'll have 17 feet on this putt. Not quite enough on that one, couple of feet short.
Yeah, hopefully he taps it in. Not his best, but hopefully it's just 2 putts. It's no snack, though.
He'll be a bit disappointed he didn't make that. He needs this for par. Well, that's just a poor putt, Frank, and now let's hope he doesn't make Michael Dublé.
He's hardly going to be singing after that one. That's the cruelest thing about this game, Rich. I mean, it's just now it's another shot.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Hasn't been easy, but he'll take it. That's a par. 3 over for the day. That is disappointing. She just hit it a bit too long.
We forget really how well ladies swing the club at times too. They have the same problems that men do. You hit it too well, it's not going to stop.
From a long par 5 to a relatively short par 3. We're at the 13th at Oakmont, 183 yards. Frank?
Another hole because of the shape of this green that you're almost breaking down into 3 sections. That front little circle you can see, the bit in the middle or the bit at the back. You're trying to play to one of those 3 sections. This is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. Into the thick stuff. That's a difficult lie. Good swing, good shot yet again. Oh my goodness, Frank. I think that baby went in. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. Not a gimme, but well within his range. "12 feet still to go." Ouch, that hurts. Double bogey. Clean this up with a tap. Everything has gone wrong today. Just continues to be ugly. Rich Lerner back with you at the 14th hole at Oakmont. And this is a hole that offers up a pretty good scoring opportunity, a short par 4 at 358 yards.
Tom Weiskopf was one of my idols growing up. I loved the way he swung. That swing right there reminds me of my idol.
It looks like Rory McIlroy, Frank, sticking the follow-through. That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Pretty short shot here into the 14th hole. This is a good-looking shot. She is putting the full arsenal of her skill set on display this afternoon. Beautiful shot. Second shot. Good look at the green. Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
Frank, what kind of approach shot is this at 14?
Well, you have a couple of different areas you can aim at. When the flag's on the right, that right corner, it's definitely easy enough to stop it there. Even the back corner, you can go more directly at this flag, or just use the mounding in the middle of the green. Let the ball run towards that flag in your favor. This green is a little more conducive to good approach play.
Frank, you always start out thinking about going low, but you know in this game you can end up feeling low. What do you tell a player who's had an off day?
Well, this is as much about managing your misses as celebrating your great shots. You look at the best players in the world, they know how to play bad better than anybody.
So getting set for a greenside bunker shot. Frank, when I think of the great bunker players in the history of the sport, I think about Gary Player, Seve Ballesteros, whom you knew so well. What did they do that made them so effective on these greenside bunker shots?
They had an attitude for a start that was different. For them, it was they saw possibilities. And they would imagine the amount of sand. Remember, because this is the only shot in golf where you don't have to hit the ball first. So they would really choose the amount of sand behind the ball, whether that was an inch or two. Aim the club at that and made sure they followed through.
Locked in on the read and the speed. Now that's a bit disappointing.
I guarantee you, though, she thought she had that one.
Doesn't want to let this one get away. She needs this for par. Two under par for the round. That's a solid par putt. Just a little tap in here. And you almost lose count at this point. Safe to say, not under par. In fact, well over par. All teed up at the 15th. It's a par 4 of 499 yards. What a test here, Frank.
It certainly is. The tee shot here is a little bit like the par 5 12th, where the fairway slopes quite severely from left to right. It means the pews there on the left side are actually not a bad place to aim at. You just have to allow for that kick and roll towards the right.
And let's see what she's got here. She is loading up the big one.
It's fine.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time. This is going to play a lot shorter. It is a steep hill down to the green. Good-looking shot right here. On the green, and looking at a birdie opportunity. Frank, deep into a final round at a U.S. Open at Oakmont. This approach shot at 15, this is where you really need to be focused.
You do. The front third of the screen slopes back towards the front right of the green. Then everything in the middle starts to kick towards the right and then the back. So it's a case, like so many other greens here, of using the slopes in your favor. So pick the right club, try and adjust, and, well, in the back of your mind, allow for the amount of roll that the ball's going to take when it hits the green.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
How does that not go in?
Amazing. Stroke looked good. Line looked good. Just did not take that final break.
10-foot putt left.
A lip out's fine as long as it doesn't happen to you.
To save par. Are you kidding me?
That looked like it was in.
Been a rocky round. Nudge this one home, finish it up. Did the job right there. Now at 1 under for the round. Frank, this is a point in the round where you really need to summon your best stuff. Par 3 of 231 yards. You know the pressure's building. We're at the 16th hole, and you have a long iron in hand. You can't flinch. You can't take it halfway back and go. This has to be the complete swing, and you have to really have the nerve on this shot.
Yeah, this shot has to be hitting right out of the button, that's for sure. One thing to consider, though, in the back of your mind, it's always better putting back uphill. Well, uphill is actually from the back of this green. So you actually can be a little braver on 16 than what you might think standing on that tee, because a little long is better than a little short.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. That's one of the more depressing sights in golf. You've hit a good one, and then it just sucks back too much spin off the green. Into the thick stuff, that's a difficult lie. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Well, this is how you build a good round, Frank. You just keep hitting greens. Set to go. Not an easy shot by any means.
Second shot.
And the computer dials this one up at 26 feet. You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Well, that's just a poor putt, Frank, and now let's hope he doesn't make a Michael Bublé.
He's hardly going to be singing after that one.
Nice par to remain 1 under. Not going so well for him. He has this for bogey. Hard to be perfect in this game. That's a bogey. So they'll tap in. Everything has gone wrong today. Just continues to be ugly. 17th hole at Oakmont, par 4. Only 313 yards, and yet, Frank, it was so pivotal. The last U.S. Open played here in 2007.
It was pivotal for a lot of different reasons. Strategy being one. Some elected to go down the right side with just a mid-iron. Others went directly at the green, did not get the ball up and down. Furyk and Tiger Woods come to mind in that situation. You can see the green's just perched up there. If you do lay it up, you don't quite get a full look at this green because you have to lay it up down that right side.
A great way to start a hole, nicely placed in the fairway.
See that bit with a mow? That's fairway. Try and get it in there.
Not quite what he wanted. Tee shot is in the bunker. He moved that one out there, but he is not going to like the lie.
That moved down in the rough.
Okay, a bunker shot here, a shot the pros really like. The amateurs, they don't like it as much. I think this one looks like it might have a postage stamp on it. Airmail City.
Yeah, lick it, send it. Well, it was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
Second shot. Good look at the green. Superb shot.
Well, that's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. Either misjudged the win or simply just pulled the wrong club, Frank.
Going to take some skill now.
Pretty long putt right here. You'd be happy to get it to within 2-3 feet. Pretty good stroke right there. Just hit it through the break.
Well, it's that sort of distance. If it goes in, it's a bonus.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. So not his best work. He'll walk away with a bogey. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Just a couple of feet. She has something going now to 2 under. He needs this for bogey. Well, you almost lose count at this point. Safe to say, not under par. In fact, well over par. Great finishing hole here at Oakmont, Frank, the 18th.
I remember back in 1994, this was the last hole in a U.S. Open ever played by Arnold Palmer. You couldn't pick a better finishing hole to win a championship or say farewell.
Not the longest, but not bad. 295 yards in the fairway. We'll settle.
Long and straight.
That's how you do it. Well, the U.S. Open could well be decided right here with this approach shot to the 18th hole, Frank.
Another one that's going to have to be launched right up in the air. Carry that false front and then hopefully land softly and not get too much ground movement from the general terrain of this 18th green.
Frank, through the years, we have seen countless what we would call good ball strikers, great swingers of the golf club, but there is something else that separates those kinds of players with the truly great achievers in the sport. What is it?
Great achievers have more than one plan. I think most players, it's always good if they're playing their golf. But what do you do if your driving is off or if your iron play is off? Do you have a plan B? Great players not only have a plan B, they have a plan C as well. And that's the difference. So when you set foot on the first tee, you've also got to be aware of, what if my driver doesn't go as well as I would like to, or my iron play isn't as sharp? Can I still compete?
So they can turn 74 into a 71.
That's right. And at the end of a 4-day tournament, the 71 doesn't look so bad, even if somebody shot 65 that day. Remember, as you know, and both of us know now, when you look at 4 days, someone always plays average for a day, but they don't play bad.
Golf tournaments aren't 100-yard sprints, they're marathons. With that ball nestled down just a bit in that heavy rough. Now the second shot here at the finishing hole at Oakmont in the U.S. Open Championship. And Frank, what is the key here?
That second shot last part plays a little bit uphill. Remember, there's a false front on this green, so this ball does not land at least 5 or 6 yards on the front of the screen. It's going to come back. And there's a little swale in the middle. This ball has to be judged correctly. Should be safely on deck. Remember, out of the rough. Expect the ball to jump forward a little bit.
Sit down. Get down.
Oh, this is going. Well, just a little too much, Rich.
I don't know if it was wind at his back. He didn't calculate it, but he's going to be left with a difficult chip shot here. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Might be. Could be. Go ahead and do that. What a putt. And getting ready for the putt.
It's no snack, though.
So a tester from 4 feet. Well, there you go. 68 for the day. Now he has this for double bogey. Been a rocky round. So, Frank, as we put a wrap on the day, it wasn't his best performance, but there's always tomorrow in golf.
Yeah, you still got to keep your head high. Golf's a game that's going to be it's going to bring everybody to their knees now and again. But dream for a better day, and it could be just around the corner.
And there'll be a next time for us as well, partner. This is Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo saying so long for now.